Thank you, Guy. Ryan Ford. I'm the product specialist for Manitou North America. Today we'll be talking about our MLT523. It is a 5,000 pound max capacity 16-foot lift height machine. We actually offer two machines in the 523 series. The MLT comes from what we term our ag or our multi-purpose range, and then we also offer an MT523, which comes from our construction lineup. Differences between the two machines, basically we're talking about the MT is a more stripped down, a little more plain Jane. It is an open cab or a semi-open cab versus our MLT version, which is fully enclosed cab with heater defroster standard, air conditioning as an option. Other things that set the two trucks apart, the cab themselves with our MLT range, a little nicer package, cloth suspension seats, single joystick control for this truck versus 3 mechanical joysticks for our construction line, our MT series. The engines themselves, with this MLT, we're featuring our 75 horse Perkins turbocharged, where our MT version is a 58 horse naturally aspirated Perkins. Same engines, non-turbo versus a turbo. Both trucks feature a Rexroth single-speed hydrostatic transmission, and other than those differences, they're basically the same capacity, same trucks. They look almost identical, other than the cab. This truck, starting at the front, features our quick fit mounting system, wide set hooks, capable of putting those buckets on, the augers, all of the various attachments that are out there. This one is set up as our standard offering, locking bar, manually remove it. In less than a minute you can change from one attachment to another. We do also offer a hydraulic locking system, which replaces this bar, puts a hydraulic cylinder there, controlled via the auxiliary hydraulics to lock and unlock the attachments. From that point, we move back. Our entire product range, this truck up to our biggest trucks, we feature Dana Spicer axles throughout the entire range, outer planetaries. This truck also features full road light package, so it has high, low beams, turn signals, brake lights, tail lights, the whole 9 yards. Full set of fenders to keep the truck and the operator clean as well. It's some of the things that we add to them for additional safety. If you can't see where you're going, it could create problems. Cab itself, split door, and again our MLT range, cloth suspension seat, gauge package on the center controls there, fuel gauge, water temp gauge, and lights for all of the other features. Single joystick control, pilot operated, very easy to maneuver and function the controls there, and fully proportional as well on the main functions. This is again from our ag range, from our multi-purpose range, so it features a loader setup on those controls. Boom up, boom down being your forward back motions. Your side to side is going to be your tilt curl for your bucket functions, your loader controls. Extend retract is via electric over hydraulic buttons on the control itself. Cloth suspension seat. It's a telehandler, just like all of the big trucks are. Features the 3 steering modes, selected via a lever on the back side there. If you would, go ahead and flip it around to the back for me, please. Some other minor differences between our MLT and the MT. You'll see that I've got sunscreens pulled down both in the front and in the top. That's standard for our MLT range. Rear mounted engine on this truck, again it is the 75 horse Perkins turbocharged. Somewhat tight package, but if you take a little closer look, you'll find that all of your daily checks, the things that you need, are within easy reach. Your oil, or excuse me, your air, your oil checks, everything within easy control there. You'll see that we feature a 2-section radiator, engine cooling and hydraulic oil cooling. Again, it's a multi-purpose truck. We're going to have attachments on it operating off those auxiliaries, so we feel it's important to add additional oil cooling for this truck. Standard toe pin. If you get real close to the back of the truck, you'll notice that there are some cutouts, places where various things can be added. Again, those are optional features. Trailer braking. We have dual-acting hydraulic remotes that are available for the rear. Light packages for your trailer as well. A couple of optional trailer hitches that can be put on the truck here as well. Full steel fenders from the back. Again, the Dana Spicer axles throughout our entire product range. And you'll notice that the counterweight itself extends slightly past the hood, again, protecting the investment here that the customer has made. Bucky, if you'll go ahead and turn that around for me. Thank you. You'll notice from the right side of the truck a low pivot boom, mounted low, great visibility to the side, good visibility to the rear, the front. Again, key components to operating a truck safely. You got to be able to see where you are and what you're doing. Mirrors, full package of mirrors again, so for rearward visibility, all of that is standard. Other things that we'd like to point out is the side compartment houses our fuel tank, battery, hydraulics, again, everything within full reach. And both the side compartment and the rear compartment are lockable. So when you leave it out on a job site or out on the farm, somewhat vandalism proof. From again, the tool carrier standpoint, the versatility standpoint, high tensile strength boom, reinforced gooseneck, you'll see along the side of it, and some of it's internal. Again, lend itself to that multi-purpose tool carrier style of arrangement here. So, any questions that I can answer? All of our hydrostatic trucks do feature inching control through the brake pedal. So yes, it does not have an independent control for ground speed, but you can, through the brake pedal, feather that transmission. No. The first half to 1 inch of that brake travel, you're actually activating what we term a TH7 valve. It's basically a dump valve, so you're diverting some of the flow that would normally go into the transmission back through the hydraulic system. And we do offer a hand throttle, so you could throttle the truck up via the hand throttle to maintain that, and then again you're just feathering your ground speed through the brake pedal.
Declutch the transmission. Declutch the transmission. Yeah.
It's
the brake pedal declutches the transmission.
And that's option again. The first half to 1 inch of the brake travel, the pedal travel there is just dumping fluid. You can activate a switch on the dash that totally declutches that transmission as well.
You think that's an option? That switch on
the switch, it's on the dash. It's standard. Yeah, you have to select it as that option. Yes. Hydraulic performance, I know you had asked that earlier. This truck features a 24 gallon per minute flow. I believe it's 3,600 PSI, and that's measured at the pump. By the time you pump it through the system and out to the auxiliaries, we calculate that at about 21 gallon per minute at the auxiliaries themselves.
At the head?
Yes.
Okay. Is this engine Tier 3 compliant?
This particular truck is transitioning, our entire product line is transitioning to the Tier 3 compliance as we speak.
Right, and that will be, you guys are going to be able to deliver in 08?
In 08, yes.
Okay. These cutouts that you were pointing out, in the rear for adding trailer braking and
trailer
lights?
braking, lights,
Is that something that can be done after the fact?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Questions from?
Air or foam-filled tires.
These are pneumatic. We do not require any fill in any of our trucks. Foam is an option for all of our trucks. This truck features a mechanical parking brake. It locks itself when the lever is activated. As far as a locking system for that, we don't have anything. It could be done however, though. Other question that was asked earlier, the rear axle alignment. We do feature a lighted switch in the cab. Turn it on to indicate your axles are aligned through that. You don't have to hang your head out to see that.
The attachment itself on this machine, which is a mechanical system, is basically once you have connected, then this pin is just slid in at that point.
That is correct. You tilt forward, curl into your attachment, and this bar, the golden colored bar, is locking that attachment into there. Yes. Yes.
They said there is an optional system that
there is an
fully
optional
hydraulic that's an option, but this is the standard system.
And with our hydraulic lock, we add a ball valve here, so you simply select whether you want to operate your auxiliaries, which would still be here, or whether you're diverting that flow down to that locking cylinder. Can be done electronically as well. That's an additional option. Instead of having to get out of the truck to turn the ball valve manually, it can be done from the cab.
And I'm sorry, that is to...
With the hydraulic locking system, what you get is a cylinder here and a hose valve set that comes in, attaches here to the auxiliaries. These auxiliary ports get moved forward, and we include a ball valve for selecting where that flow is going.
Okay.
And that's the standard setup. We do have an electronic control of that from the cab as an additional option.
Is there any if there's back pressure on the line to try and disconnect those lines? Sometimes that's an issue. Is there something that self-relieves that, or?
Unfortunately, no, not on this truck. We do have other trucks that are an open center where that pressure is relieved. This is a closed center hydraulic system, so you have to turn the engine off.
Is yours the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn the engine off, turn the key back on, and then just dump your hydraulics through the joystick.
Okay, so. That's just a matter of that's the easiest way to do it is just to relieve it manually. Okay.
You don't always have to do that. Sometimes there's not enough pressure built up on the auxiliary systems, and you can actually make
set there
the
for a while
connections.
usually.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions in the audience? Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks.